Today, I wanted to share with you the Active brand ice machine cleaner. Active was nice enough to send me this free sample so that way I could make this video for you. And what we have here is 24 of these cleaning tablets. The directions recommend that you use these every 2 weeks. If you're a regular ice machine user, that's probably a really good idea. And it also is a really good idea with any of these cleaners, in my past experience, that you use them on the regular basis because they just perform so much better when they are used regularly and are allowed to do their regular cleaning cycle. Now, I read the directions carefully, and the ice machine that I have does not have a cleaning cycle, so that's going to require a little bit of improvisation. Now, right at the top, it says that one of these tablets is for 1 gallon of water. So I have a 1 gallon pitcher right here, and I'm going to go ahead and fill that up and allow this time to dissolve. So we'll take a break while I do that, and I'll be right back. So I dissolved that tablet, and it bubbled kind of like an Alka-Seltzer, and took a little over a minute to dissolve completely into this water. So I'm going to do 2 things. First, I'm going to fill up a spray bottle with a little bit of this. And I'm going to go ahead and spray down the machine with this on the inside. Because there's no cleaning cycle, I need to improvise a little bit and do something that will create an effect where I can get this all over. There we go. We're getting this all over the machine like that. Then, of course, the water goes down in here. Before I started, I drained out as much of the water as I could through the drain plug, and I'll show you a little clip of how the drain plug comes out. Now, I have some left in here, and I'm going to go ahead and just pour it. Now it's in the machine. Now also this needs to be cleaned too, but you can run this through the dishwasher if you wanted, or wash it with regular soap and water. I'm going to go ahead and set it in the machine. Pour a little more of this in there, just so it covers the bottom of that. And then I brought out some Q-tips because, again, there's no cleaning cycle on this machine. So I'm going to literally go through and wipe all these down before I start running the machine. So I'm just wiping each cube, especially on the bottom where most of the buildup happens. So I'll do that, and then I'll be right back. All right, so I've wiped all that down, and there's plenty of water in there, so that ice basket is getting wet with the cleaner. Now I'm going to go ahead and plug the machine in. If you do feel like you have to tip the machine up or on its side or anything, you should let your machine rest for about an hour beforehand, because there is compressors in these, and that'll burn your compressor up if the Freon doesn't resettle. So I'll go ahead and turn that on. Give it a minute to start up, and then it should go through and check and get started. Oh, and there it goes already. I'm going to go ahead and leave this open, and the one downside is that it's going to want to freeze the ice almost right away. So what we have to do is let it run for a while, and then we can either take the ice out, or we can turn it off and then let it do its thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it run an ice cycle and run this whole gallon through it, and then we'll start over again. So it's running good now, and the water's flushing through. While that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and wipe down the ice basket real good. ice maker cleaner has gotten this thing all soaked. And any of the residue appears to be coming right off. And one thing you want to make sure that you're careful of is that these have to be nickel friendly, and this cleaner is nickel friendly. It says right in the directions and right on the cover there. Also, there's a QR code that's normally on the back when you first open the package, and you can scan that with your phone and get detailed directions, but most of the directions are here that you're going to need. All right, so now that I have that figured out, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pour the rest of this water in here. And then I want to make sure to get all that cleaning solution in there. So I'm just going to add just a little more. And just like that. So we're going to run that all the way through. And when we're done, we'll come back and see how it did. So it's been about 20 minutes and I've ran one batch of ice through. It seems that with the cleaner that it takes a little bit longer than normal to get the ice through there. But I did wipe this down after it was well saturated with the cleaner, and it came right clean without any issue. I haven't used any other cleaners or any soap or anything. And you can see that it's starting to form the next batch of ice. And I'm going to just go ahead and put that in there. And I don't know how well you can see in there, but the water is coming through really clean. And of course, that's the water with the cleaner in it. And I was able to wipe down the basin really well also. I'll go ahead and get you a really good close-up right here of inside the basin. I'll film that in a second. And you can see how clean it is. And we're still running through more of the cleaner through the main tank. After that's done, I'm going to go ahead and rinse it with some water, so we'll fill it all the way to the top and get one whole batch of water through, so that way we don't have any of the cleaner left in the tank, and drain out all the excess through the back. Next time I'll probably just go ahead and throw the tablet in here and just keep adding water until I've added a gallon to run it through, and then we'll see how it goes. I think that if I clean it every 2 weeks like it recommends, that we're going to have a really nice clean ice machine here. Again, it's already cleaning it really well. It just have a lot of scale built up on here. It does say that this stuff can be hard on sensitive skin, and I definitely have that, so I will be washing my hands really well. Also, I'll probably use cooking gloves next time just to be extra careful. So check this out and see what you think.